Travis Gillespie, and not really doing anything for class to record, but do want to record something that will be used in class later. It's factoring quadratic equations. So let's just look at some quadratic equations here, and then actually look at what their factors will look like later. So these are some popular ones: x squared plus 2x plus 8. Well, I'm going to just separate these out real quick. X squared minus 2x minus 8. And the key that you really want to look at here is actually what's going on with the operations in between each term here. And if you look at those, and I guess you can memorize them now, but there's a way to actually think them through. All that I want to point out is the actual operations that are taking place between terms. So I've got x squared plus 2x minus 8, and then finally x squared. The only last one I could use, x squared minus 2x plus 8. So we've gone from plus plus, minus minus, plus minus to minus plus. And now we're going to look at the actual factors that they'll create here. This first one is going to just be a plus, plus, obviously plus plus. And the second will be, okay, a plus minus. Then a plus minus again. Finally, a minus minus. So whenever factoring quadratic equations, the thing you want to think about here is what are the factors of this last value, so the factor, in this case scenario, the factors of 8. Also, what are the sums of positive 2? So what can I multiply together to get 8 and also add together to get 2? So now let's actually, I made a mistake here. I've got to come back and fix it. Let's type it real quick. Right here, this should be the value of 6, not a 2. And also, this should be a value of 6 as well. Now it's going to be, hey, I'm going to erase that. That's just real sloppy. You guys deserve better than... Yes, you do, student. You deserve better than sloppy mistakes, because teachers deserve better than sloppy mistakes, and I expect no sloppy mistakes. Okay, back on track. Okay, what's important here? Okay, so I told you it's 2, but really, guys, it's a 6. Cool, and really, this is a 6 as well. But, in fact, okay, this is a negative 6. Cool. So, back on track. So what you really ask yourself, hey, what are the products of 8 and then sums of 6? Well, obviously, 2 and 4, because 2 times 4 is 8, but 2 plus 4 is 6. And also over here, we got to have a negative negative, which is going to be negative 2, negative 4. And the reason is because negative 2 times negative 4 is positive 8. And negative 2 plus negative 4 equals, you guessed it, negative 6. Cool. So what you ask yourself every time is, hey guys, what is the product of two values, product that gives me 8, and a sum of 6. Product of 8, sum of 6. Product of 8, sum of negative 2. Product of 8, negative 8, sum of positive 2. Okay, I think you guys are getting the gist of this. Let's move on from here to some other cool stuff to think about. So let's think here. Another way, I'm just going to box this up. Remember, guys, when you are done with the problem, the best thing to do is just box it up. because then you have separated it out from any other work that you do that might get tied up and mixed in with this. You can always come back to your notes and they'll make sense. And I'll show you even later what I mean by that. So now let's look at some other cool things with math. Y plus 2. Cool, well that's going to be equal to xy plus xz. And I told you 2, but it's really a z. So x and z, x and z. And then we've got x times y minus z. Well, whenever you deal with x times y minus z, well, this is also equal to. These are some just quick formulas to put into your brain and never forget, because you're going to see them all the time on tests.
Listen to the story, son, there's something you gotta know. Your spirit's gonna find for sure, and it's heading now you know. Now listen where the border's open and don't ask me why. You'll hear why I'm lonely, just me, myself, and sky. I don't need no fairy tales to make no ways my own. And I don't need to think about if it's better or it's false. I don't need no empty rooms to let me very bad. With the shades of pink and groove and the measure up above my head. Like a friend, only winds and friendly clouds and wild and free. I'll take a breath to spread my wings and fly across the sea. Like a friend, only winds and friendly clouds and wild and free. I'll take a breath to spread my wings and fly across the sea. Something you gotta know. Your spirit's gonna find for sure it's heading undeniable. Now listen where the boat is open and don't ask why.
Cool. So again, I'm just going to border this stuff. Let's move on to another set of problems. Whenever you deal with two equivalent expressions, well, you're always going to have an infinite set of solutions here, or infinite solutions.
So that's the fairy tale my boys sleep tight and try to learn. You got a world in it, my son, just don't betray your soul.
So let's look here at an example. So 5x minus 3y equals 12. And 15x minus 9y equals 36. Cool. So what you find out here is that x equals 0, y equals 4, x equals 3, and y equals 1, and x equals 6, and y equals 6. Just time to box this stuff up. Move on to another one here. This time I'm just going to scroll down. Now I'm going to say, hey, whenever you have two contradictory expressions, well then, let's take a look at an example. What happens here? 12x minus 3y equals 12. Well, 15x minus 9 y equals 37. Well, there's no value for x or y. Cool stuff.